talk about.
It's quite poor. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ian J. Cole and this is another update of the sale of our business Pocklington Music. So in the last video, which was on the 13th of October, I won't cover all that because you'll have probably already seen that, but we've now jumped almost a month and today's date is the 10th of November. In the last video, our buyer had said that they were going to deposit the money in our bank account, which they did. So we have a deposit, we have an agreement. I need to finalise the small print on the actual agreement. We aren't going to use solicitors. We're just going to have a written agreement between ourselves and the buyer, and then witnessed by somebody else. But we'll both agree that document, and I've started it. I just need to finish it off. Our buyer is coming to work 2 days next week, and we'll sort of finalise some of the other things that have been going on. Now, because he's taking over from the 1st of December and he's buying a good percentage of the stock, I was running some of the stock levels down because I didn't want to buy stock that he was then going to have to buy from me. Plus, you know, until we get actually close to the actual deadline date, I don't know what stock he wants to keep. So, I have had to buy some things like guitar strings and some amps and that, because we've been quite busy in the shop over the last couple of weeks. It is, you know, November. We're now starting to get to Christmas. It's not as busy as it's previously been in November, October, November time, but there has definitely been an upturn of business through the shop. And I've had to put some stock in so that he has actually got some stock to sell. I think what we may end up doing in the short term is him using our accounts, because it's going to take him some time to get the accounts open. So, you know, we will come to some agreement over that probably. The big issue that we have had, and it's not really related to our buyer, is that all of the transfers of things like the gas bills and the some of our suppliers are fine, but we have a contract with a credit card merchant company. Now, this is a company called Payzone. Now, we signed a contract with Payzone 2 years ago, and having read the contract at the time, what it said was that after 18 months you could give them 30 days notice and you could be out of the contract. And it appears that buried within it's a 4-page contract with really tiny writing, typical sort of legal contracts as you'd expect, and buried in there, not in the actual termination section, but actually in a section about the rolling contract. So what happens is that after the first year, or first year, the contract actually rolls over. So we're in that period now, we're in that rollover period. And buried there is a clause which means that the only time you can get out of the contract is when you sign the original contract. And I mean, I have looked into this week. I've read through the contract fully, which was like pulling teeth really, and I've looked online, and other people have fallen foul of this. So this is, you know, this is a warning for anybody who in the future is planning to use Payzone to provide their credit card machine. What it means is that we have to pay the standing fee of £18 a month for the credit card machine until next October, so October 2020. So it's nearly a full 10 months. Now, I mean, unless we take them to court, there's probably no way we can get out of that. what it means also, there's another clause in that if we don't continue to have regular payments going through the account of a minimum £30 a month, they will charge us £30 a month on top of that £18. So we could end up paying something like £500 or £600 over the next 10 months for a credit card machine that we're not using. What I'm hoping to do with our buyer is to have a conversation with him so that we will pay the standing fee, the £18 a month for the credit card machine. So he'll get the credit card machine for free, and we'll either ask him to take over the contract for the next 10 months, or we'll continue to own the contract and we'll transfer the money, the transactions he does, into his account. That's slightly messier than I would like, but we'll have that conversation later this week. And that pretty much brings us up to date. Everything's going forward. We've started clearing out some of our old rubbish that's been around for 7 years, which is a bit of a chore, I'll say that. So more to follow. We'll update you probably after I've had the conversation with our buyer next week, or he's been in and worked in the shop for a couple of days, and I'll give you the next update. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.